of the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken, I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself.
Welcome back, everybody. Thursday's episode, FFC. Here with Coach. Here we go. It's week 7. And guys, we are almost to halfway point? Not there yet, but we're close. So week 7, we should get a lot of good football play because we got to get some leaders to project in the league right now. It's a lot of everybody's kind of bundled up. So we pretty much knocked out anybody who was undefeated right now. So everybody has a loss. That's out the window. And you know what? I get it. Eagles lost to they lost to the Jets, right? Jets are fighting. They have this belief that Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Okay. I don't know with these new medicines, these new doctors, his dark places that he goes. I can't say it ain't gonna happen. I don't know what's going on. Again, maybe his injury wasn't as bad. I don't know. And maybe he's not gonna come back. Maybe they think it's just one of those, we thought it was something that could happen. And I don't know. Maybe the Jets just completely crap the rest of the season away, and maybe it was just a good win against the Eagles. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, anybody that took a loss that was undefeated this week, that's fine. We don't need to go into the season with all these, with this long, drawn out, we haven't lost the game yet. Lose these games now. Get these ugly games out of your system now so you have a better playoff performance. Because let's just say, for instance, I'm kind of glad the Chiefs lost week 1 because they look horrible without a receiver. I get it. They're winning some football games, but they look horrible. But as bad as they look, all they need is one piece. And that's a one wide receiver that can literally just catch a football. That's all they need. So I say that to start the show off with this wonderful segment that I woke up to this morning. Let me see if I can find it. Now my phone, or not my phone, now Instagram want to act all slimy on me. All right, here we go. No, why didn't you update me? That's fine. I'll go find it another way. I have it right here. So I just want to read this report to you guys real quick. Here we go. Raiders All-Pro receiver Devontae Adams coming off just 2 catches in a win over New England Patriots. And by the way, this was reported by Adam Schefter. Acknowledged Wednesday he is growing frustrated with his seemingly diminished role. I'm going to stop right there. I'm not going to go no further. Not yet. Okay? Here's why. I want to talk about something I've been talking about for a while. So when the season started and the the Jets were just gathering all these pieces that they don't even use. I mean, where is Adam Lazard, really? Like, is he even get on the field? Like, come on. Like, all these people Rodgers brought over, it was supposed to be a good song, but then he got hurt. There was one more piece I've been preaching was coming. And then Rodgers got hurt. So, I was like, dang, I don't know if Devontae going to go now. Yeah, I had Devontae Adams heading right on over there to New York to go play with his quarterback. I had him being traded from the Raiders. Why? Here's the thing. I said it from the beginning of the season. Devontae Adams is not the face of their franchise. So, what are you keeping him for? You're not going to pay him. And he is the perfect trade for you to do whatever you need to do for your roster because you need a new roster. It's horrible. Okay. So it's not a bad trade. Now, is that something they wanted to come out and no, they're not going to just come out because why? You're going to get their whole not targeting, but tampering. So he's going to say all the good stuff. He's going to say all the nice things. But let's be real. Devontae Adams is not the face or franchise of the Las Vegas Raiders. He went there to go play with his buddy, and his buddy got put over there in New Orleans. So you really thought Devontae, this is our guy? No, he wasn't their guy when he came over. So he's not going to develop into their guy all of a sudden, not at his age. No, he needs to be traded. That's what was going to happen. Okay, it was the Jets. Now Rodgers got hurt. I shifted. Who's been struggling? The Chiefs. Who got money to pay Devontae Adams? The Chiefs. Will it happen now? I don't know because this Jets swan song that they singing right now. I don't know. It'd be a pretty cool story. He go over there to the Jets, play good with Zach Wilson while they got Garrett Wilson, and then Rodgers comes in and just victoriously just sails on away, on into the sunset with another Super Bowl. So I mean. My purpose is like I still think he's going to get traded. Let's continue this report. Despite the team winning 2 straight games, so despite them winning, and despite the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo can't throw to the side, Devontae Adams is on it, probably only gets 2 catches. Something he was always doing in San Francisco. The thing is, Garoppolo is always going to look good. And Mike McDaniels and Josh McDaniels' offense. He did in New England. Remember, he was tearing it up in New England with boo-boo receivers. Why? It's the offense that he understood and knew and that he liked. So he played really well, and he just got hurt. And Jacoby Brissett came in. So that was the year Brady was suspended 6 games for that telephone tampering crap. So Garoppolo is a system quarterback. Devontae Adams can't play with a system quarterback. He needs a commanding quarterback. Okay. Now, per his words, I'm sure people are thinking they won the game. Why is there an issue? I mean, so mind you, he came out in the beginning of the season, said there wasn't no issue. That they need to stop making up all these false reports. Now, I read that and called bull because in that moment, yeah, there was no issue for frustration. Hell, football ain't even start yet, I don't think. It was preseason. So what was there to be frustrated about? There is now. You a top wide receiver, and especially in fantasy football, not even for fantasy, your numbers alone are bottom because your quarterback can't throw to you. Simple as that. So now the lie becomes truth. Because it was a lie. I tried to lie about it in the beginning. And some people bought that lie. Coach ain't buying that lie. I've been saying this swan story. I've been saying this song sang too many times. When the trade looked good, it looked good. When the team needs it, it usually happens. I take you back to one. I was sitting in the Chili's, minding my business. And I looked up at the TV and, what was it? A frustrated Randy Moss, right? But it was like a frustrated Randy Moss. Either he was getting traded or he was a free agent. But that was the same year they actually came out of their mouth and said, Brady can't throw the deep ball. And I said, right there in that Chili's, because it was weird that I saw a Randy Moss clip, and they were talking about him. And yet on another TV, they were talking about Brady and how he can't do something. And I said, what the hell? Mind you, is where I was sitting in Chili's, I could see both TVs. It was just weird how one frustrated because he doesn't have a quarterback, and then you got one quarterback there screaming he can't do nothing because he can't throw. And I'm like, all he needed was, I said, man, Randy Moss going to the league. And lo and behold, I'm not saying, it just looked like it was, like I said, it was loud. I couldn't tell if they were already talking about it. I don't know if it was something that was discussed like maybe weeks prior. Okay, it's just, I know where this, I can't remember even what time of the season it was. I know there wasn't no football going on. It was off season, that I do know. Because he ended up going to the Patriots that year, and that's the year that and Wes Welker ended up on that same team. It's just, you can smell it sometimes, bro. Like the minute Derek Carr left for New Orleans, I don't know why people thought Devontae Adams was even going to stay there for a whole year. Why? With Jimmy Garoppolo? Really? No, like I don't. There was nothing there that said this was gonna work. That was a trade. They don't. And here's the thing: they don't need Devontae Adams. They never did need him. He went there for his guy. That was it, and it didn't work. The Raiders didn't need Devontae. They don't need Devontae Adams. Not with what they need to start over. And he's a great bargaining chip, absolutely. And he's gonna be a bargaining chip. Let's continue. Because you're frustrated now, huh? Let's see. Y'all should know who I am and know what I'm about at this point. I find that a bit weird. Because so you're saying that I'm right. I knew you were going to get frustrated. You knew you weren't going to be happy here, so you lied to everybody. So then what does that tell you about, what does that tell us about you? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like now you're talking too much because you want out. That this all this is underlining words of I want out. What's up, Kevo? I'm glad you can make a pimp. Hey, this is Kevo's show. Kevo missed yesterday. I got all Kevo's fantasy questions. Y'all can sit back and get y'all questions answered later. Let's see. Oh, who is this? My bad. Who is this? Fat single mom. Let's see. CeeDee Lamb for Devontae Smith and JT. Yes, I like that trade. Schmitty, I know it looks frustrating for Schmitty right now, and I'm not saying he's going to go off. I do believe this has officially moved over to AJ Brown's team. But with that being said, I think they're going to actually try to find better ways to open up Schmitty. Yeah, ding, 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 ding. They don't trade Schmitty. And if you got Schmitty on your team and he got traded, he's going to be a number one on another team. See, there's going to be a lot of moves coming before this trade deadline, y'all. Be scared and be excited, like at the same time. Because some of these trades are going to piss a lot of people off, and some of these trades are going to be like, exactly. Like, I still think Waddle is a trade target. Again, Devontae Adams is definitely a trade target. I just don't know where he's going to go. It's so many people. Like, to me, there's so many different teams Devontae Adams can go to and be happy right now. Hell, Justin, my bad. Justin Herbert need a receiver. He can't just do it with Allen. He's gonna get hurt real soon. He need a receiver. So let's say there's just there's a lot. Let's see. I have to start Damian Williams and Moss at running back, and Wan'Dale Robinson at the flex this week. Bye week, kill me. I was like, we're gonna see if there's anything in the. Hopefully, there's something deep in the waiver we can fix on that. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt you this week because them bye week. This is about to be the next 4 weeks. You can put the 2 middle fingers up to fantasy football because this is about to get real ugly, real ugly. I'm talking about if you was putting up 150 points to win your games, you might win by 88. I'm just saying, it's gonna get real nasty out here. You might get beat with somebody who has Mac Jones as the quarterback because Patrick Mahomes, though he had 300 yards, they ran the ball and scored 3 rushing touchdowns. It might be it's gonna be some nastiness for the next 4 weeks. So be prepared, be ready to drop players. And when I say drop, there's a way to sneaky drop and make sure nobody. I don't know. You got to know whose eye is on who. No, one thing I don't think I discussed in fantasy football beginning of the season, and I'm gonna make sure I discuss it more next season, is know your players. See, Joe, this is why your 30-second rule sucks. Okay, because a guy like me, when I draft fantasy football, this is what I'm doing in them 2 minutes. Okay, since everybody got 2 minutes, that's giving me so much time to not only look at my roster, to not only set up my queue, but bro, I get to go look at everybody else's roster in them time to go see who they drafted. I need to know how to counter bye weeks. I need to know how to counter what they got as weaponry. Obviously, I go deep in fantasy football. So 30 seconds kills me because I don't have the time to do all that within the realm of fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So Joe, we got to fix that time, pimp. Give me a minute at least. I have Elijah Moore, Sutton on my bench, so I can't really pick anything up. See, yeah, because you can't drop Elijah Moore. Well, hold on, no. Let me check on Elijah. What has I haven't seen much of Elijah, so I'm not gonna say that yet. Give me his numbers. Let me know how has he been doing? Because if he's giving you 5 points a week, bro, he's droppable. Now, if he's creeping in between every other week, he got you 11, he got you 12, he got you 8. All right, you can hold on to him, But if he ain't giving you nothing but 4 or 5 points, yeah, Elijah Moore got to go. Ain't nothing to wait on. He done shown you what he can do. Thielen and Hall on bye. That's about 30 points on bye weeks right there. maybe 40. But hey, this might just be the week, Kev. Sometimes it's the week you take the loss in fantasy and just enjoy football. Just understand your loss is coming. Notice out of everything you did, you done set the best lineup you possibly could with the scrub that's out there. And you just got to sit back, take your beer, take that L, and enjoy it. It's like this is your bye week. Enjoy football. Take the same bye week. Take the loss. Enjoy the loss. Let that person know you only beat me because I was handcuffed to scrub. That's all right. Have that scrubbish win. I'm petty like that. I'm sorry. That's fantasy football for it. You can take the loss any way you want, but I'm gonna be petty about mine. He gets the targets though, coach. He just hasn't cracked open yet. I know, but it's just like you sacrificing a bench spot for something that ain't it's 6 weeks. But I do understand that target. And if he is getting like 7 targets a game, but he's only coming up with 3, I do understand why you're not dropping him because they just need to fix why he's not catching at least another 4 of those 7. You know what I mean? So I understand completely why you holding on to him. All right, no problem. No problem, boss. Let's see. I might scoop up Henderson with the Rams. Maybe. I think because I think Kyron Williams might be out for a little bit. So yeah, that might alleviate something. At least it'll give you something if you have to play. So that's not a bad scoop up. I agree with that one. All right, so back to these comments. So basically, you want out of Las Vegas. Let's see. Where are you at? Y'all should know me by now or know what I'm about. See, Adam and via ESPN's, they reported, they said, you're a player like me. Mentally, my benchmark is not wins and losses, it's greatness. So what does that mean, though? That doesn't, I don't know what that's supposed to mean to the people. That sounds like a bunch of garbage. Again, you play football to win. I get you want to be. You are great. I mean, you want to win a Super Bowl, right? So you got to win games, right? You're winning games, but you're not winning games the way you want to win games. Okay. I understand. Not sure how everybody else taking that, but I understand. So when I go out there, I expect to be able to have the ability to put that on tape and have an influence on the game. Meaning he ain't got nothing on tape that can be used to trade. Yo, I love it. I love this stuff. I love it. Because see, coach is a coach. And what coach do is he sees in between those words that you write. This is why sometimes people got to just, or really words that you said, because this is just written from what you said. I'm not. He said, that's my purpose for being here. I'm not here to just hang out. I came here to win and to do it the right way. So wait a minute. You said, and I quote, my benchmark is not wins and losses. It's greatness. Then he said, I came here to win and do it the right way. Look here, bro. Just say you're being real nice about saying you want to be traded. All these people that need a number one wide receiver, and you're not gonna open your mouth and say if you can't use me, get rid of me. Be real. Be real. Jonathan Taylor said, "Oh, you don't want to pay me? My foot hurt. I'm out 4 weeks." Now, mind you, they won games, but within them 4 weeks, him and Irsay had to sit down and they had a discussion. Do you understand that man said he wasn't gonna pay this running back? And do you understand that man just paid this running back? Why? They had a man-to-man discussion. I don't like Jim Irsay, but you know what he did? He sat down, he talked to his player, they had a man-to-man discussion, he got paid. And they lost their quarterback, so it's kind of good they kept Jonathan Taylor on that pay, didn't they? So, because they got Minshew they got to deal with for the rest of the season now. All right? So, sometimes, bro, you got to put your foot down. All right, well, we got Kevo. Robinson's going to drop 20 on the Commanders secondary. I'm even thinking about getting on that prediction. Yeah, bro. That Washington defense is it's not good. It's not bad, but like for instance, if I can tell you can put up points on the Eagles defense, but you just can't run on it. That Eagles defense is hot garbage. That secondary is hot garbage. But the same as the Commanders, it's bad back there. And they don't have a front because Joe, bruh, don't know how long you want me to keep waiting on this Chase Young guy. Okay, I mean you change his hair color dark, and you get some chocolate on the skin rather than caramel, and you got Jadeveon Clowney looking right at your face. I mean, what are we looking at, bro? It's not working. I don't know what happened, but maybe next year, maybe we got to wait again. We had to wait a long time for Jadeveon Clowney to never show up. So maybe this is the same trajectory we on, but it's not looking good for this Washington. This Washington defense ain't looking good. I get it; they had a good game last week, but still, I don't like this Washington defense. Let's see. 12-team PPR just moved Olave and James Cook. This is from Dylan Fink. I just moved Olave and James Cook for Stephon Diggs. Good trade. Yeah, I like that trade. Yeah. Here's why. Olave is the guy for Carr, but James Cook is going to always run into one issue. Josh Allen runs the football. It's always. Don't get me wrong. I think James Cook is still going to have a good season, but for fantasy purposes, you want somebody with consistency. And right now, until it get cold, Stephon Diggs is consistent. Or if he's in a dome, Stephon Diggs is consistent. Okay, so no, I do like that trade. Fields, Howell, CMC, James Cook, Ford, Rashawn, Herbert, Waddle, Olave, Ayuk Flowers, Elijah Moore, Goddard. Let me see here. No, let me see. I can't believe you got Justin Fields. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good trade. Yeah, I think I mean the person getting Olave should be happy he's getting a receiver and he's getting a running back in James Cook. And you got CMC, it seems. And you got some pretty good running backs. You got a pretty good squad. So yeah, it's not a problem. I think it's a good trade. Yeah, I had to relook at what all the hash. Yeah. You're I see what you did. Yeah, you have a good pretty good team. What's your record, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? All right, while we wait on that, let's get back into some more news. But yeah, so Devontae Adams is getting traded. He's gonna get traded. Um, I had it. He should have been a Jet by now, but of course, again, Rodgers was hurt, so I think that went out the window the minute he got hurt. Now I think it will reopen if they're really believing Rodgers will be back. But if they don't want to test that water with Devontae, the Chiefs need a wide receiver so bad, bro. Like so bad. The Ravens need a number one. So there's a few places Devontae Adams or Jalen Waddle or even Schmitty. Yeah, I'm bringing up Schmitty because, again, maybe he wasn't supposed to be the number one last year. Maybe he was supposed to come in and fit into the offense. And again, he did what was asked of him, and he got 1,400 yards. Now he's asked to be a number one. I think he's taking that role. That is AJ Brown, and I think Schmitty is still a number one. But I think Schmitty he may be a trade target right now. Why? They could trade him for a corner because they definitely need one so bad. So that's the same. Like no, that's them. Yeah, they could trade for a corner. I think they're the ones that need. They definitely need a corner badly. Jerry Jeudy could be traded. Don't know. And I'm not gonna say I need to see him with another team drop all these or not do anything, and then I'll say he's trash. Maybe it just ain't work out with him in Denver. I don't know. Obviously, Gordon Sutton is still merging himself as the number one, which is still trash. But let's see here. Hurst, Damian Williams, Moss, DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, who I believe should be back, if I'm not mistaken. Goddard, Van Der Robinson, Prater, Cleveland, and Lions defense. Oh, you capitalized on two of them. Okay. I like that. I like how you think, Kev. I like how you think. Okay, yeah, not a bad roster. Not a bad roster. Let's see. Deontay Johnson should play for sure. Okay. I think that's my man Vaughn right there. Yeah, so if he's playing, make sure. Okay, so good. If he's playing, yeah, and I'll talk about that on Friday's show. But if he's playing, start him. Have him in your start lineup. I think he's going to get some targets for sure. They are going to basically what they're going to do is they're going to see if their hamstring good to go. They're not going to tamper with it. I mean, they're not going to like tether with it. They're going to be like, "Hey, are you ready? Okay, go." That's what they got. They Steelers ain't got time for they ain't got time for delay right now. Either you good to go or we got to go somewhere else. That's where they're at right now. Because Kenny Picking Small Hands is killing me with these double gloves. And if they're going to ride it with him, then all these weapons got to be ready to go. All right, so Devontae Adams, I believe, again, is getting traded. I think it's that time. I don't know what took him so long for frustration. That's why I waited. I've been waiting this long to come out with all this because I've been waiting for him to show his true frustration. It was there like I think last week or the week before, but it wasn't the one I was waiting. This is the one I was waiting for. All that hoopla talk you talking. Talking about something. This ain't my benchmark ain't about wins and losses, it's about greatness. And then I came here to win the right way. Stop. You want to be traded. You came there because Derek Carr was there. That's why you came there. And y'all thought y'all had something special. Y'all thought y'all was going to do something great. And you didn't realize how trash that Raiders team really was. Then they traded him. or let him go, whatever they know. That day they let him go because they was a free agent, and you got stuck. Okay, you about as bad as Dalvin Cook right now. But hey, if it all emerges, hey, it may not look too bad in New Jersey right now. Because them Jets playing some damn good football. I'm proud of them. Their quarterback went down and they didn't lay down. That's real football for you. Do you understand these bad boys was on 3 backup corners playing against a great wide receiver core in Philly? Hey, it's great football. Great football. That's all I can say. Great coaching. That's all I can attest that to. All right, so let's see if we got any more news for you guys. All right. Yep, from Upper Hand Fantasy. I love checking out this guy's stuff. All right, so we are going to get into some. All right, so I want to get into 9 takeaways real quick from week 6. I think this is real important to get this kind of information out to you guys. All right. So life without Justin Jefferson. TJ Hawkinson is 26% targets. Jared Madison is 16% target. Running back Madison is 23% target, and KJ Osborne is 16% targeting. All right, so Addison remains a wide receiver 3 for now, and Osborne remains a solid flex play with upside. Addison did get bumped to a full-time role at 100% route participation. So keep your eye on Jordan Addison. Basically, he's pushing up to kind of. He's not going to take the lead role, but basically his target value is going up. Is basically what we need to know. So as long as he can keep getting open, the target's going to keep coming his way. All right. Let's see here. What's next? All right. 2-man split in Cleveland. That's very true. The Browns went from a 3-man backfield before the bye to a 2-man backfield in week 6. Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt split running back opportunities, 56% to 44, respectfully. Hunt should be picked up on waivers if he's available as a flex running back. Depth with room to grow, but Ford remains the preferred start, and that is absolutely correct. Ford is the start. But yes, I do agree. Kareem Hunt should be on your bench and your flex option. I think he's going to get in the end. So what Kareem Hunt will get you each week is probably about 12 to 15 because I think he'll get 4 targets in receiving. And if he turns those into anything, it's at least 65 yards, right? That's 10 points with no touchdown. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's definitely a flex option. Y'all, so many try to fight me on this. And it's okay. I say watch preseason. And a lot of people say don't take preseason serious. I really don't know why people say that. That's not fair for the hard work you're putting in training camp and the fact that these preseason games are deemed not real. Yet you get judged by a preseason game quick, right? All right. So look, preseason games are about as real as an NFL regular season. Okay, they're not playoff games. They're not playoff ready, but they're about as equivalent to a regular season game. Why? Because half of the league ain't even ready for the first 4 weeks. We still watch the preseason football. So what's the difference? Some different starters, 4th, 3rd stringers. Look, I told y'all to your face, I watched that Texans game. There's 2 things I saw. C.J. Stroud had a beautiful strong arm. I didn't like his arm in the red zone. He overthrows his receivers. I think they fixed that a little bit. I'm really glad because he looks so great, okay? The other piece I knew wasn't going to get fixed because you can tell by the way he runs was Dameon Pierce. He had 3 opportunities. They literally gave him the ball, and you couldn't do this against 3rd stringers. They gave you the ball 3 times, and you couldn't score. Remember, I said, if the Texans can't score in the red zone, they're not winning any football games. That's what I said. If they cannot score in the red zone, they're not winning any football games. Because they'll drop touchdowns all day with his strong arm if the receiver could, yards have to catch it all the way. But Dameon Pierce in the red zone looked horrible. He looked like he gets stuffed. He doesn't fall forward. He get hit and he get there's nothing coming after that hit. Nothing. All right? Check this out. I told y'all this. I told y'all. But check this out. And then hold on, if I read this, because I read y'all this dude's numbers. I said them out loud. What was the dude getting like 15 touches and like only getting like 23 yards? Like, that's horrible. You averaging 2.1 yards a carry. That's deemed, even in the old NFL, that was trash. Old NFL, you needed 3 to 5. Old NFL was 3 to 5. You 3 to 5, you was deemed a beast. Anything under 3 yards a carry, you were trash. You thought that's gonna change now? Why are you even on the team if that's all you can do? Why you should be on a practice squad? This is absolutely horrible. So now they come out with a report and say they're gonna feed Dameon Pierce 100%. Right? He did nothing with it. Last week, I think it was. He did nothing with it. So here's the report. A week after Dameon Pierce got 100% of the backfield's rushing attempts because it was terrible. The backfield touches were split down to the middle 50-50 between him and Devin Singletary. Pierce has some stuffed runs near the goal line. What have I been saying? What have I been running my mouth about? Hey, coach, it's impossible for Philly to trade Smitty. There are only 3 wide receivers on the active roster right now. Okay. Oh, yep. And that's why they did pick up Julio. You absolutely right. Never mind. So, yeah. So, Smitty is out of trade talk. He's out of the trade talk. So that is absolutely correct. They are very actually, yeah, thank you for that update. They're very slim at wide receiver. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, because if any one of them boys got hurt, it would have been ugly. Ooh. So that makes the Julio Jones pickup actually really good. I don't know what his target value is right now. Do not go putting Julio Jones in your roster. I don't give a damn if he scores a touchdown this week. Do not go put him in your roster because there is a big high chance even if he plays, he catches 3 balls, bro. Just to get he ain't been on the field in a minute. All right, don't get crazy yet. Okay, we got to see what he does first. I said, yes, sir. I got Addison in my big money league. Good job. Yeah, I think Addison, his target value, it was 1 week without Justin Jefferson. They got 3 more. That target value is going to go up. And the fact that they went against the Bears, it wasn't much targeting they needed to do with Bears. Okay, don't let that that game last week against Washington get people head built up about these Bears, man. It's the Bears. They're not. Come on, ain't nothing changed. Texans scored easily against us. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Steelers, I don't know what's going on, man. Like, I think there has to be a re-imaging. Yeah, there has to be some form of a re-imaging. Again, maybe Kenny Pickett ain't it right now, guys. I know we want it to be. I don't know. There's the offensive line needs help. They need a running back. They need receivers to stay healthy. They need defense to play hard every week and not aggressive because they think a team sucks and then it's like I don't know. But look at the AFC right now. If the Steelers don't make it to the playoffs, we're gonna have to have some strong discussions. Some strong discussions about this team and the way they need to move forward next year. Because they should be on the top right now. And I don't think I don't think their record is bad, but I don't think their record should be what it is. I think it should be a lot better with the weapons that they have. Granted, DeAndre Johnson went down. Hopefully he comes back and gives this team such a big spark. And don't go down. Hopefully it's him moving forward. And this gives them a bigger point margin in games, like to get comfortable with doing more of what they want. They're not playing Steeler football all the way. It comes and goes. You know what I mean? And that's why these games look so ugly when they win. So it's the same as the Ravens. I still think Ravens need to get rid of their offensive coordinator. I think the offense is just old, and the Ravens need some more. They need more youth in the way they move the ball. And I don't think they're getting it with this coordinator. But I feel like that's not the same with the Steelers. I feel like they're opening the playbook, but it gets stagnant in places. And I'm like, what is this? Again, it could be the offensive line can't sustain long enough. It's so many different things. What's good, Teddy? How you win? Hey, thanks for joining. He said, let's see. Nah, he'll be the 5th option coach behind Swift. He's more so there to be a decoy. Yeah, decoy help in spaces. That's it. He's only going to get like 3 targets right now, and a big red zone target. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Even so, if he scores a touchdown, don't get excited, people. It's literally a catch. He goes up, touchdown. Like he's gonna get 7 points. And he might not touch the ball ever again the rest of the game. Right. So yeah, don't get hyped up that Julio Jones is playing for the Eagles right now. Be hyped that Devontae Adams is trying to get traded. Let's see. I'm gonna give him a chance after the bye, Kenny that is, but I like Warren and Najee as running backs. Maybe two of them running. Again, it's not good for fantasy then. So for real football, maybe that's what the Steelers need. But for fantasy, that means Najee Harris is now officially droppable, because if he's sharing the backfield with Warren to me is running better, which means I don't think Najee's getting any points. He's just there to run the ball until they can move on and find a better. We should be you should be 4-1. You're absolutely right. That's what the record should be. The Steelers are I'm telling you, the Steelers are so much better than what they've been playing like, and it's been disappointing. But hopefully, this is where in the season where everybody else is struggling, the Steelers done went through their struggles, and they can kind of, again, hopefully this Deontay Johnson comeback is a punch in the mouth, and they can kind of catapult and start winning some real games. All right. So, back to Sucky Harris. Or Pierce. Because he gets stuffed at the goal line. Like I said, but Singletary ended up being the most efficient runner on the stat sheet. 33% of the snaps in a neutral positive game script is not ideal for Pierce. But there are some sweet matchups coming out. It don't matter about the matchup. He can't run. And I told y'all I liked Singletary back there, and he was another reason why I didn't care for him, because if he can't run and Singletary back there who can, he's going to start sniping Pierce. And here we are, week 6. He looks like trash, and now they're boasting up Singletary because they gave him an opportunity to lead this backfield. And I think they lost that game, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. So he's trash. Garbage can. I need a garbage can sound. That's what I need to get. I have this sound thing I need to start. My wife been nagging me, and I love it so much for nagging me, because now I need to work on it. I have this sound box with all these different buttons for sound effects. I need to start using that thing. I need to put it to use and figure out how to work it properly. But yeah, I need to do that. Shout out to the wife. She loves me, and she only wants the greatness for me. All right, let's see. The Colts are bringing on Jonathan Taylor slowly. Let's see, almost there with Jonathan Taylor. Absolutely. It went well. It went from all Zach Moss in week 5 to 50-50 split in week 6. My guess is that we see Taylor get the clear lead in week 7. It's worth noting that Gardner Minshew checked it down to running backs on 24% of the attempts on Sunday. That's really good, which drastically raises the floor of this backfield if it becomes a trend. So, do not bench Zach Moss, but yes, you can comfortably start Jonathan Taylor. Absolutely. What this basically means is each back got to eat on their own. They only have one wide receiver. You understand? There's only Pittman there, right? They're not in the books for another wide receiver right now without Anthony Rich. I don't think that's what the focus is now going to be. They might, not going to say they won't, but they might, but they might even, one of these guys might emerge to a good number 2. But again, what the point is, they're going to go double backfield, because both of these running backs are great, and they can run and they can catch, and they're going to get used quite a bit in both games, or all the rest of these games. So I do believe both Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor are a must start. Flex them both if it's comfortable for you that way. But yeah, I do believe both of them deserve to start on your rosters. Absolutely. This is not a diminish to Zach Moss at all. Let's see. Adam Thielen can't be stopped. Hey, look, it took a minute. going slow, but this kid is tearing it up. Let's see. He was the wide receiver 11 coming into the week, and he's now wide receiver 6 going into Monday Night Football. The Panthers are, and this is the game they just played. So all of this is about news that just happened during week 6. Let's see. The Panthers are going into the bye, and the hope is that they don't trade for that big name wide receiver. I'm feeling for the hopes that that he can continue to reap the benefits of his role in production all season, and that's true. If they trade for a big name wide receiver, i.e. Jalen Waddle or Devontae Adams, which I hope they don't, that would diminish Adam Thielen's role quite a bit. So hopefully there is no trade talks or there is no trade for a big wide receiver to come to Carolina. Let's see. Shift in the Panthers backfield. Chuba Hubbard has the best game of any Panthers running back this year. About time, right? I can't imagine Sanders getting a workhorse role back. As long as Hubbard is healthy coming into the week, Chuba ranked 8th and 6th in missed tackles. Oh, nice. Excuse me. Forced rushes and yards after contact. Nice. Respectfully, he also has a higher success rate than Sanders in both gaps. Okay. So basically, it looks like Chuba is coming along as the lead back, which is good. It helps that team out a little bit because that's one thing they didn't have. That's why I was like, they don't have anything for this kid, but it seems like they got a little something. You got Adam Thielen, and if Chuba Hubbard can get that running game going, hey, Panthers, it could creep up to second place. I'm not giving them first. That's going to the Saints, but they could creep up to second place. All right, now we have a messy Cardinals backfield. Keontae Ingram, 12 opportunities, was the primary early back with Damian Williams, 9 opportunities right behind him. And Mari DeMarco, 3 opportunities, was the passing down back, which is why he ended up out-snapping both he did out-snap both while Arizona was down in the second half. Ingram has flex appeal against Seattle next week. Yeah, until they go up in points, and then you're leaning back on the passing back. Let's check out these comments real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't take either one of them this year. Najee would be our goal line back if he could get there. Yeah. It's like, yeah, and I agree with that. Najee Harris is a 1 yard. He's a 1 yard running back. I tell you what, Texans need to trade for him. I think Najee Harris would do good in Houston. I think he would. Let's see. I picked up JT and had him stashed for this very moment, just like I did with Kamara. Oh! So what that tells me is Vaughn took some ugly early losses. He's probably 2-3 or 3-3. If not 2-4. That's not bad. That's really not bad because while everybody's sitting on the bye week, Vaughn got Taylor and Kamara, giving him at least a good 3 wins in a row. At least a good, yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Let's see. Moss is definitely still getting started on my team. Oh yeah. This Jonathan Taylor coming in the game means absolutely nothing compared to Moss's production. You might as well say they're the 1 and the 2, and Pittman is the 3 as it pertains to target. So this is a Colts backfield that is going to take the lead, and passing comes second on the team. Pittman owners, sorry. That's football. Y'all taking a back seat for a minute. Let's see here. So, yeah, it is a messy backfield in the Cardinals. Until Connor come back, it's not going to look good. So, nothing's good coming out of that. Saquon Barkley is back. Yeah, he keep hurdling. At the line of scrimmage. He's going to get his back broke. Talking about Saquon Barkley is back. Yeah, his back going to get broke. He keep playing that game. All right. After being listed as the game time decision on Sunday night, Saquon Barkley had his full rollback with 28 touches on 77% snaps. He started slow, but looked more like himself in the second half and some big runs. He'll be a running back 1 next week against the Commanders. Absolutely. Definitely start Saquon Barkley. All right. Pay attention to Michael Mayer. Mayer's role increased in week 5 when he ran an equal number of routes as Austin Hooper. Mind you, this is the same guy on the Raiders team. It's the same guy who is sniping targets from Devontae Adams. It's weird, huh? All right. Trade coming. But it took a big jump forward on Sunday when he outpaced Hooper 22-9 in route run. Which is weird because they have a whole wide receiver, Devontae Adams, there who runs even better. Okay. 67% route participation and 27% target route run in stream-worthy. Yeah, he's stream-worthy. And there's room to grow. Priority pickup if you need a tight end. Absolutely. So if you are looking for a tight end right now, Michael Mayer is a great target. Absolutely. I agree with that. I might even take a money line on Michael Mayer, to be honest with you. Garoppolo finds easy targets is the point I'm trying to make. He ain't throwing it down the field. He's scared to throw it to Devontae because he's scared to throw a pick. Sorry. All righty. Let's go into our week 7 targets. So we got some waiver targets for you. We got Rashee Rice, if you do not have him on your roster already. Curtis Samuel. Let's see. Tajay Spears, if you don't have him on your roster already. Quentin Johnson, Jamison Williams, if you don't have him. But his target value hasn't risen as of yet. So target him, but don't start him. Jonnu Smith should start, actually. He has more better points in fantasy than his own counterpart. But hopefully his counterpart can reproduce what he did last week. Pitts. Josh Downs, yeah, he's the target value. Let's see. Sam Howell should be on your roster already. He should be your starting quarterback. He shouldn't have came out of no game. He ain't played bad football. He been hit a lot, but he's still fantasy relevant, people. Sam Howell ain't no scrub now. All right. Keontae Ingram, nope. He's not a target. I'm sorry. That backfield's too messy. Don't touch it. Don't do it. If you have to, if you're in the 14, 16 team league, you might have to desperately reach out for something like that. Downs is my guy. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing now. And I think he's Minshew's guy too, which is why I say, sorry, Pittman owners. Let's see, Kareem Hunt. Yeah, definitely should be a target. Streaming target. Sam Howell should not be streamed, bro. Stop streaming Sam Howell. Your buddy should be on your roster. He should have been starting a long time ago. Sorry. Don't give me that. He's not a streaming quarterback. Half the quarterbacks in the league can't play. He's been playing better than half of them. Daniel Jones do not stream Daniel Jones. What has he done? Nothing. He's the only guy who's doing anything. He might lose a job because it seems like receivers catch from the other guy. Tyrod Taylor. Derek Carr is, I don't know. I think Derek Carr should have been a start. He should not be a stream. I don't think so. I don't agree with that one. He should have been a start on somebody's team already. By week 7, no, he should have been starting. No, he should be on people's roster. Elijah Mitchell should be streamed. Keontae Johnson, all right, Keontae Ingram, no. Kareem Hunt, it should be on your roster, not streamed. Curtis Samuel should be streamed. Yeah, he should still be streamed. Rashee Rice should be on your roster, not streamed. And Josh Downs should be on your roster, not streamed. Let's see, back up for Seattle. Cabernet is a sneak move coach at the end of season. I don't know, because they're not pulling the plug on. I mean, he's getting in games. Just he's not scoring is the only thing. So for fantasy, I don't know, because they're not weaning off the start. I can't get his name out of my mouth right now. Kenneth Walker, and he's not even doing that great. He should have more 100-yard games than he has. But they may, after the bye week, they may split carries if because then what it is Cabernet is not doing enough with the touches that he's getting, in my opinion. So that's why they kind of haven't really pushed him yet. And I think that as long as they're just going to keep incrementally putting him in the game, giving him these touches here and there, and if he pops off one, that's where they'll start feeling where they can start using him a lot better. But yeah, I agree with you. It's going to be more as the season progresses, and then towards the end of the season, you may see more of Zach Cabernet. I agree with that. But that's why you should have picked Zach Cabernet up so late in the draft, 12th, 11th, 12th round, 13th round. You know what I mean? He should have never been a high draft. All right. Let's see here. What else do we got for you guys? Stream targets at tight end. Jonnu Smith, yeah, you can stream him. Maybe he should be on your roster. If he gives you a 3 week, if you have three, like basically it's the third week of Jonnu giving good production. If that gives him, if he does that, he's no longer a stream. He should stay on your roster. You're gonna stream Luke Musgrave because it looks good at points and then it doesn't look good. So yeah, he's a stream. Everett should not be a stream. You shouldn't even touch him. Packers defense against Denver. I like it. I'd play this week, Packers. Yeah, I'd stream Packers defense this week. Rams defense against Pittsburgh, I would definitely stream. That Rams defense is looking good again. They're not looking top, but they're looking about, 15, 17, maybe. Pretty good. Washington Commanders against the Giants. I don't know. It's Saquon bothers me. And Daniel Jones sucks. I don't know. Commanders, I don't know if you should stream that one. Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't stream it. Nah, don't worry about that one. Kickers, Boswell, yes. Matt Mayer, yes. And Jason Mayer, no. All right. Let's see what else we got for you news-wise. Those were our waiver targets. What are the same ones? All right, trade targets. Yeah, here we go. All right, so week 7 trade targets. Sam Laporta, no, that is not a trade target. I wouldn't trade Sam Laporta. Sorry, it's too slimmy out there with tight end right now. And unless you got Sam Laporta and Travis Kelce, yeah. But if Sam Laporta is your one, no, there's no need for you to trade. I'm so hooked on Sam Laporta. If I got to go into a game on a bye week without a tight end because I don't want to drop somebody and pick, I'm going dead zero. And how many times the tight end gave you zero anyway, and you still win. So yeah, I don't mind that. I'm not trading no Sam Laporta to nobody. Brandon Ayuk, depending on what it's for, but yeah, I think you can trade Ayuk. I would say that. T. Higgins is definitely a trade target. I'm not sure what you're gonna get for him, but yeah, he's a trade target because you're trying to get rid of him. Calvin really up and down behind is a trade target. So yeah, whoever trying to get rid of him, if somebody want to deal with that up and down, let's take him. Jamar Gibbs, nah, it means a trade target, but I don't think there's anybody that's gonna pick him up. All right. Trade Bates. We have Cortland Sutton. Maybe. Yeah, he's the only one eating in Denver right now, so he's a trade bait. Ramondre Stevenson. No. How y'all feel now? How y'all feel? Y'all sat here and argued me down. I get it. Zeke didn't take over. I didn't say he was going to take over. I said he was going to snipe, and he didn't do that either. I get it. But y'all sat up here acting like Ramondre Stevenson was football guy. You better stop it. Boy, ain't did nothing with this lead role. Nothing. Tell me about some Ramondre Stevenson. Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is droppable. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had a great game. And if I see week 2 out of Kyle Pitts, I'm on Kyle Pitts. I'm on it. Like I'm like, oh, here we go. Here they go. Here. I mean, really, he has been on the league a minute and he ain't gave us nothing. So 2 weeks in a row, yeah, I'm excited. I'm dead excited. He give me 2 weeks in a row. So we'll see. Well, I don't think he's trade bait. Not right now. But if you think because of that one game you can trade bait him, maybe if you got a dummy in your league that's dumb enough to take him. Carl. I have to because Michigan plays Michigan State this weekend, and oh my God, we're gonna get so much shit talk to me. It's so much. I mean, sorry, so much noise talk because that's just the rivalry for me and my man Carl. Man, look, I ain't never had passion like that when I watch football. When I watch college football, so to find an actual rival, especially in the Big Ten, everybody I know is SEC. Everybody I know is SEC because they're from Louisiana, they're from Atlanta, they're from Miami. Everybody's ACC, SEC. I don't have that many Big Ten friends. To be honest with you, and they are Northwestern people, Illinois. Like, who cares about them? I don't know Ohio State people. I don't care. I wish I had fingers to show you people. I had to sing that song in a fantasy loss with the ice bucket challenge. Oh God, that sucked. Anyway, let's see. Brian Robinson, yeah, he's trade because it's going to be an up and down thing with him too. Derrick Henry is trade. Yes. Why? Because that rookie is sniping touches. Absolutely. All right. Deontay Johnson trade value after this week. Depends on how you go off. If he gives me 7 targets or 7 catches for 127 and a tutty, he's trade. Why? Because if he's 9 targets and catches 7 of those 9, that's what we're looking for, right? That's what we're saying. This is what the Steelers been missing. Like, that's why the Steelers been slouching all week or all half the season. They've been missing their 7 target guy. That's me. Yeah, he's definitely trade bait after that. Absolutely. Because, don't get me wrong, you're going to get what you want for it. And then somebody's got a wide receiver because that's going to continue. If we can get that 2 weeks in a row out of Deontay Johnson, that's exactly what he's going to be. Me personally, I like to give a 2-week notice. You know what I'm saying? 2-week notice. Let me see what you're doing for 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row, you a guy. Even if that 3rd week you fall, I believe as I'm watching the game, you only fail because you played a pretty tough defense, possibly. Okay, like you play a crap defense, and I don't see you go off. Like, nah, brother, that's something iffy about you. But no, if just because you played like a stout defense and you still may have gotten like 4 instead of 7, and you got like 80 instead of 110. Oh yeah, you good. You good. You still the guy. You see what I'm saying? It's how those targets get to you and what you do with them. Because you're not going to catch 7, 12 every week. Some defenses ain't going to let that happen. But if you can still, out of the tough defense, get something, you know what I mean, and turn it into something, yeah, you're the guy. All right, Goddard about to turn up with the Julio edition. Will open the middle of the field. Well, Goddard had already turned up, which is the problem why Smitty's numbers have gone down. Because Smitty is running into the same issue as Waddle. And it's where Tua and these Alabama quarterbacks, it's where Tua and Hurst, they need to get the ball at their hands a little quicker than most quarterbacks because they're not pocket present quarterbacks. They like to be mobile. And because if you look at Lamar Jackson's throw, it's a fling. Like it's fast. Like call it what you want, but it's fast and it's very accurate because it has to be that way because of he will stay a mobile quarterback. He is a running quarterback. So his throw has to be. That's what when you say we fixing the quarterback's mechanics, they're not gonna sit there and turn the running quarterback Lamar Jackson into a pocket presence mechanic. No, that's not what they mean. Fixing his mechanics, meaning what in his throwing motion can we adjust on his moving motion? That's what they mean by mechanics. They're not going to change his whole makeup. That's what they did in Chicago, and that's why Justin Fields looks like garbage. Remember, I wasn't hard on him this year. My biggest thing is, are they going to be able to use Justin Fields the right way with that? It all looks like crap. From him not being accurate, not reading the field, holding the ball too long, to them not being able to devise anything. So I don't know. It didn't look good to me on my like when I look at it that way. But what I say for Goddard, I think Goddard's already open, and Schmitty is like he's running into the same issue with Waddle, where getting out of their breaks, either AJ's already open or Goddard is open shallow for an open space. You know what I mean? So you got to get the ball out of their hand quick so they can make something. They can make progression. Let's see here. Where are we at? All right. So we did trades. Trade baits. All right. So we got that done. All right, cool. All right, so here. All right, so now that we got that down, we got the Jags and the Saints tonight. All right. So here's what I got for us. We got our starting sit. So Jags have looked good overseas. Now they're coming back stateside, right? Let's see. Let's look up the Saints depth chart. And let's look up the Jags depth chart. All right, here we go. We got New Orleans Saints. And Jacksonville Jaguars. All right. All right, here we go. All right, so we got a good game. New Orleans is at home. New Orleans has the better defense. Now we're looking at their depth chart because Jawan Johnson is out and he ain't nothing to worry about. In comes Taysom Hill. All right, Adam. Let's say their fullback is out. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. Their left tackle is out. I would say that'd be an issue, but they do have Kamara, so he's more of a pass catching back. So I'm not too worried about. He don't run through between tackles anyway, so that's not a big issue for me. The right tackle being out might be an issue though. See now it's both of them are out, so that's a pretty soft offensive line going against this Jaguars defense. Ugh. All right, so the defense is healthy enough on the Saints side. So against the Jaguars defense, I would start Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, and Chris Olave. I think those are the only three I'm starting. I'm not starting Michael Thomas. I don't think he's done enough. If you have to flex him, if you're in a deep league, 15, 16-man league, 14, 16-man league, that's fine. But other than that, anything shorter than that, no, there's no need to start Michael Thomas. On Jacksonville's side, let's see. Jacksonville side, we have Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, he's a Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. Against this Saints defense, Trevor Lawrence might throw 2 interceptions. So I wouldn't start Trevor Lawrence in this game. No. I wouldn't. I would start his weapons, though. I would start Travis Etienne if you had to. I'm not big on him. He only gets like 65 yards, but he gets in the end zone. And that might be the one of the 2 touchdowns that they get in this game. Zay Jones is out, so it's all Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley. So I'd start Calvin Ridley due to that fact. Hopefully he can step. Damn, they got no receivers. So yeah, it's Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk night. Yeah, I would have to start both of them. I'm not sure how good. Flex him if you had to. I wouldn't put them in my starters if you have better receivers. But it's his bye week time too, so they might be your best starts. Yeah, this is the bye week time. Kamara ETN battle, yeah, it's gonna be one of those. But see, both defenses are pretty good too. So I'm not sure how much of a battle it's gonna be, especially with the Saints missing their right tackle and their left tackle tonight. So I got Hill and St. Brown on the same team. Yeah, wow. Oh my goodness. I don't know how and then he got Jonathan Taylor and Alvin Kamara. So yeah. Vaughn taking a nice little coast on this 3-week. He's gonna go on a nice 3-week winning streak. I see that happening. I said, you trust a hobbled Lawrence against Saints defense? No, I'm saying no. I'm saying I'm saying do not start Trevor Lawrence. I'm saying you may be able to start ETN in the flex. Or if that's your starter running back, you ain't got no choice unless you got something else to start. I see him only getting like 55 yards. And if he gets into the end zone, that'll get you something. But outside of that, the Saints defense is not, they're no joke. They are tough and they are at home. And you got the Jaguars coming off, this glorified overseas winning they've been doing. So I think they'll get put back down to earth when they get back home. It could be it could be a blowout. And again, for Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk, they have to go off, but I'm telling you, I would not start. I don't think I'm starting the Jag today. I think this is, again, unless it's bye week, which situation you're dealing with, and you don't have a choice, you ain't got a choice. You're going to have to suck it up and pray to every fantasy god you have that Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley at least get you a touchdown apiece. Because I do think Trevor Lawrence has thrown 2 interceptions in this game. I think that. I think he's pretty beat up. I don't think they're gonna win. I don't think not to win. I don't even think. I think Trevor Lawrence and the Jags may put up 13 points, maybe 17. 2 touchdowns is the most I give them. I got Saints defense in one league. Should I start them over Commanders? Absolutely. I would start the Saints defense tonight over the Jacksonville Jaguars. As it pertains to special teams, no, I wouldn't start McManus, but I would start. Yeah, I would definitely start Blake Group. Definitely start Blake Group. I think he's going to, even like I said, I think the Saints are only going to get maybe 24, 27 points, but some of that, I think Blake Group will have 3 or 4 field goals. Because Saints may only throw 2 touchdowns themselves against this defense, but I think a lot of it will still come off of field goals. But I think the Saints will win this game like 27-17, 10-point game. 27-17. That's what I think. Yeah. Let's see here. All right, guys. So unless you guys got anything else in the comment section, I enjoyed today's show. Again, we went over just a little bit of fantasy news, gave you my tidbit about Devontae Adams and the fact that he will be traded by the trade deadline. To where? We'll see. It's going to be fun to see. And the fact that we got more people that's going to get traded by the trade deadline. I think Waddle could be a target. There's some running backs out there that could be targeted. Derrick Henry. I think he could be a trade target. Okay. The rookie is looking good, and he looks like he can handle the backfield without Derrick Henry. So, and you can see that on his own with what he does. He's literally sniping touches away. Yes, I agree with Kevo. Spears for the Titans is a very sneaky move, and again, that means Derrick Henry is probably one of the biggest running back trade targets right now. I don't think anybody's been speaking on it, and I think that's why. Because when that move happens, we're getting mouth drops on that one, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be him and Devontae Adams to me are my top 2 trade targets in real football, not fantasy. Like those 2 players, I believe, are going to be on the trade block before the trade deadline. Absolutely, I think that. So again, I had a great show. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tune in for tomorrow. We're going to do a recap of today's game, and then we're going to get into basically Week 7's all the players of who we're going to start and sit for Week 7. All right. So Coach had a great show. I hope you guys tune in tomorrow. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.